Do what? This is basically the test. Amir.
Oh.
This is a test.
I'm going through these with y'all. All right, the first question. The average of 5, 15, and y is 30. Which of the following must be true? So we know that with an average, you add things up and then you divide by however many are there. In this case, we have 3 things, 5 and 15 and y. If we add them all up, we would have to divide by 3, and it says that the average is 30. It's asking which of the following is true, and if you look at the answer choices, so this is basically just like the quiz, it's all asking like what kind of number is y. That one says y is less than 25. This one says y is between 25 and 30. This one says y is going to be between 30 and 40. This one says that y is bigger than 40. So we have to figure out what y is. To figure out what y is, we need to get y all by itself. So I'm going to take that 3, it's dividing, so I'll take it over and I will multiply by 3. I can also go ahead and add these 2 numbers together. 5 and 15 is 20. What's 30 times 3? 90, very good. So this is a one-step problem here. I need y all by itself, so all I need to do is subtract 20. So y is what? 70. All right, so we have to see which one does it fit, which category does it fit in? Is 70 less than 25? Between 25 and 30? Between 30 and 40? Bigger than 40? That's the answer. And the next problem, for a class party that X students will attend, the teacher is making 5 plus 3.5x cups of punch. Write an average for the number of cups of punch the teacher will make. All right, how many students are going to be there? X amount of students. So we know we're going to add things up and we're going to divide by X. It says that she's going to make 5 plus 3.5x cups of punch for the amount of students that show up. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. The multiple choice question will be finding the one that looks like that. That's it. And remember that for the practice worksheet, all you basically have to do is follow along and write the stuff down. The next question. A youth bowling league consists of 7th graders and 8th graders. One week, the 7th graders bowled 25 games and had an average score of 104. The 8th graders bowled 30 games and had an average of 126. What is the average score for all 55 games? So our goal is to get an average for the 55 games. But before we do that, because we have to add up all of the scores for 8th grade, all of the scores for 7th grade. So we have to have a total sum for both grades. We don't have the sum. What we have is their averages. So we kind of have to work backwards. We have to do 2 things first. So I need to look at 7th grade and I need to look at 8th grade and I have to figure out what their totals were. To do that, I'm going to set up what each one of these averages looked like. It said that for the 7th graders, they bowled 25 games. And their average was 104. For the 8th graders, they bowled 30 games and their average was 126. What I need is both of these averages. So I'm going to call one X and one Y. And then we need to take those and put them right here above the 55. So we have to figure out what they are. Working backwards is pretty easy. I mean, you're undoing this fraction. So all we have to do for this one is multiply by 25. All we have to do for this one is multiply by 30. So you guys type those in your calculator. X is going to be 104 times 25. This one's gonna be 30 times 126. They're big numbers. What'd y'all get for X? 2,600, good. I'm glad that somebody else agrees. And then what about for Y? 3,700? Oh, 80, okay, 780, we'll make that an 8. Okay, so then we need to add those up. 2,600 plus 3,780. And with these calculators, you have to add it up and press enter. So add those up and press enter. And then whatever you get for that number, we're gonna divide it by 55. What do you get? 116, that's the average of both of them. Again, your whole quiz is multiple choice. The next question. The temperature of the first 6 days in March are shown below. If the temperature 21 degrees is removed, how much greater is the range of the original temperatures than the range of the 5 temperatures? Does this sound familiar? Yeah, this is one we've already done on a homework. So we're gonna have to find the original temperature and we're gonna have to find the new temperature. So the original temperature range, I'm gonna fly in here. The original temperature range, what's my big number? Okay, 65 minus my small one, 21. So what do I get for that? Is that what somebody else got too? Okay. 44, and then for my new temperature, I'm removing 21, so it's still gonna be 65, but now it's minus the next smallest, looks like 44. So what do we get for that? Somebody else get 21? All right, so now we need to find the difference in the two. So 44 minus 21, what do we get?
23.
Somebody agree?
I was already a step ahead of you because I had it complete.
I'm glad we have you to check our answers. So your question is just like this on the quiz. The only thing that's different is that I kind of changed the numbers around, so your numbers won't be the same. All right, moving on. The average of 4 numbers is 15. I'm gonna stop because I know what that's gonna look like. We've got the average of 4 numbers is 15. Okay. If the sum of 3 of the numbers is 32, then what's the 4th number? We've been doing problems like this. So we're going to have to get rid of the divide by 4. So we'll multiply by 4. And then one last step, I need to subtract 32. What do we get? So I got 28. Who else got 28?
Yes.
Okay, 28. Huh? Good. So 28 is that fourth number. Good job. The next one, the mean of three numbers. Remember, mean is the same thing as average. The mean of three numbers is 14. So it's the same thing. Mean of three numbers is 14. Two of the numbers are 10 and 8. What's the third number? Okay, same thing. So we are going to multiply by 3. And I can go ahead and add 10 and 8, so it's 18. What's 4 times 3? Sorry, 14 times 3. And then we need to subtract 18. What do you get? 36. Somebody else get 36 too?
Hold on.
All right,
All right.
that's why I ask you guys to check. Sometimes we type things in wrong. So 42 minus 18, we get what?
24.
24. Do we all agree on that? Good. Moving right along. We're done with that first page. We're going to take a small breather. We got a quiz today. Let's take a breath. Amir, make sure you get some eye yoga in. Because I know you're trying to beef up your eyes for the ladies.
What?
Mainly, I just need to do some deep breaths. I'm talking the whole time. Okay. The next question, what is the median of the first 15 positive integers? What's an integer? Whole number. The first 15 positive integers, well, let's list them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, I got 15. So the median, what is a median? Middle. Median is middle. It's kind of like the patch of grass in the middle of the road. It's the median. So what's my middle number? I agree. I had to count. Oh yeah, that's a good way to do it. So Ty was saying he did like this and kept going until he got to the middle number. That is a great way. So on yours, you're not going to have the first 15. You're going to have the first something else. Might be the first 5, the first 9, the first 11, the first 7, the first something. Write it out and figure out which one's the middle. The next question, the average of 5 numbers is 13. Average 5 numbers is 13. One of the numbers is 6. What is the sum of the other 4? Okay, this is like our 4th one to set up like this. So I hope you guys get these right. What's our first step? Multiply by 5. What is 13 times 5?
65.
All right. Then this we can probably do in our head. We just need to subtract 6. What do we get?
59.
Very good. 59. Not smart. The next question. The table shows a bakery's cost per cookie for each of the 5 types of cookies that the bakery sells. If the mean is average, if the average cost per cookie is 73 cents, what is the cost per cookie for the sugar cookie? Well, we know that to find average, we add things up, we divide, and then we get our average. It tells us that the average is 73 cents. How many types of cookies do we have? 5. So we're going to divide by 5. And we have to add all those prices up. So we have 0.73, 0.82, plus 0.70, plus 0.86, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we don't know what the sugar cookie is, so we're going to call that X. When you add up all of those cookie prices, what do you get? Okay, so X plus 311 divided by 5 gives us our average cookie price. We solve these just like we do the others. We're going to have to multiply by 5. Ty got 365. In our last step, we're going to have to subtract 311. Point what? Did somebody else get 59? 59 cents? Is that one of our answer choices? Yeah, then we probably did it right. Does anybody know another way we could have done this?
Oh, yeah. You put it like, you put them on like low and high, and then you put the middle one as I don't know how to explain, but I know how to do it.
We could have also plugged these answers in
Yeah.
for X. Yeah, we could have plugged that in and then divided by 5 to see which one gave
Yes,
us
that is
73
correct.
cents. Is that what you got too? Good.
Yes.
All right,
Took me a while
so
since we were going to bed.
I know we're going fast. I want you guys to have plenty of time on the quiz. Yep, you can always plug in the answer choices and see which one works. That's the same way with the whole quiz. Mmoving on, we've already seen this chart. Let's see if we can figure out our new mode. It says a scoutmaster is preparing his troop for their annual fishing expedition. He surveys each of his scouts to find out how many fishing poles they own. What is the mode? Remember, mode is most. The most amount of fishing poles that they own. So looking at this chart, what is the biggest number for, where's the most of the students at, for the kids? So remember that the way that we read this chart, we're looking over here to see where is the most. Yeah, I think 9 is probably the biggest number. So 9 is the biggest number. So the most amount of fishing poles, it is 3. Most own 3. So remember that you look in this column to figure out where's the biggest number, but the answer is actually this column. So be careful. The last one, I'm going to give you a moment. I want to see if you can figure it out. A pair of shoes is $45. It is
Already did.
discounted 25%. Determine the sale price. I'm going to pause you so that everybody else can do it, and then we'll see if y'all get the right answer. Layla, what did you get? Do what? Oh, okay.
So many options for sleeve. Nobody read those ones.
33, 70, 75. Anybody else get 33, 75? Yes? 33, 75. Is that we agree? 33, 75. It's money, so it needs to have a dollar sign and a decimal. Finnan, is that what you got? Is that what you got? All right, you are going to make sure that your name is on your paper. You're going to turn it in. And we're going to get started on our quiz.